Hello, this is Samadan, and Samadan is on a journey not to die. We are here back in the inn. After our brush with the Defiance bandits, we got ourselves our red linen goods, and that's all complete. But before we go back over there in the eastern side, we're over here in the more western side of Elwynn Forest. And we're going to head back into Stormwind, check in on our auctions and see what we can do in terms of making a little bit of extra gold, because last time we uncovered the vendor shuffles and enchanting shuffles that we could do with our newly found tailoring and enchanting. Let's just check the mail whilst we're here. Let's have a look. So we were at 6 silver. We sold our strange dust, that's 11 silver. The greater magic essence, that's another 14 silver. The lesser magic essence, the oil and the notched sword all sold. That's 47 silver. Yeah, I'd be celebrating too. I'm not level 60, but I'm celebrating on all that extra silver we've got now. 53 silver. I wonder if we can make our first gold by the end of this session. So mainly what I want to look at here is the same things we were looking at last time. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Wrong path. Excuse me, cows. Just going over this way. So we want to basically look at our tailoring shuffles. We'll check on the price of linen cloth, because that's going to be our main driver really in terms of how we're going to make a little bit of extra silver at this point. It's not something I'll be doing for a long time. It's just something I need to do in order to just get a little bit of extra funds under our belt. And that funds means that we've got resources available to us and things that we can buy to make our journey somewhat easier. We're just into level 11 at the moment. A couple more levels and we get to 13. And we can make use of our next wand, which will be the greater magic wand. I think there might even be a talent I haven't clicked on yet. I've got unspent talent points 1, so that's going to go straight into the next rank of 1 specialization. We'll max that out first and then probably go towards spirit tap after that. The beginning stuff is pretty much a no-brainer at this point. I'll make more decisions about what to earn after that. There we go, Mr. Level 1. Get yourself a nice buff. Miss level, or Mrs. level 1, sorry. Whatever gender you prefer. Made an assumption. So back into Stormwind. So let's have a look. It always gives me chills coming back in here. It's just such a stronghold of the Alliance, and ever since Warcraft 3, really. I've really enjoyed the story of WoW these past 20 years, that's for sure. But we shall tread our route again and head on back to the auction house. So we need to have a look at our tailoring, really, as well, whilst we're looking at this. So looking at our linen bag. So it has a vendor sell price of 2 silver, which means bolt of linen cloth we need 3, and we need 2 linen to make 1 bolt. So let's think about what we could do here. I'm going to get myself a little spreadsheet, because I love a good spreadsheet, and that will help me think about what I'm going to do here. So let's look at the price we want linen cloth to be. So let's make a column, linen cloth. That's going to dictate the price of things here. So the bag, we've got linen cloth and horse thread. So total cost going to be basically depending on the price of linen cloth. So say, for example, linen cloth was 10 copper. So let's insert coarse thread price is, let's move that across a little bit. So coarse thread price, vendor buy price 10 copper as well. 10 copper. So total cost equals, no, there we go, equals 6 times A2 plus, is that 6? Yes, 2 of each, and then plus 3 times a coarse thread, which is B2. So our total cost there is 90 copper. So therefore our profit is 200, which is 2 silver for a linen bag. Vendor sell price 2 silver minus C2. So our profit is 110 copper. So 1 silver, 1. So that's if we get linen cloth for that cheap. But let's copy this and paste it. Let's look at our linen price of 15 copper. So then we make 80 copper profit. Let's look at our price of, say, 20 copper. We still make a profit, but it's down to 50. What's our threshold going to be here? Could it be 30 copper? 30 copper, we don't make a profit. So 29, no. 28, we make a 2 copper profit at 28. So that's our maximum price. I mean, for 2 copper, it's a lot of effort to not really make a lot of profit. So we're probably wanting to look at it anywhere between, well, less than 20 copper, really. I'm just going to save this. Classic vendor shuffles. Okay, we'll keep that off to the side. So we're thinking linen cloth at 20 copper or less would be potentially worthwhile to us here. So now I'm not alone in thinking about this as a vendor shuffle, so it all depends on the price of linen cloth. Wow, that's a busy auction house, and we're kind of at peak time here as well, so who knows what we'll have at the moment. So let's go linen cloth exact. I'm actually going to favourite this, so I have that as an option. So under my favourite searches, it's always here. Linen cloth exact. So the price is 25 copper. Funnily enough, that's exactly where we didn't want it to be in terms of vendor shuffle prices. 25 copper. Let's just change this here. 25 copper gives me a 20 copper profit. I mean, it's still a profit at 20 copper. Buy out, how many have we got? 25, and then it goes to 26, 27, 29. So linen, that's the floor price of linen. Now there are things we can still do with that, because we have got the disenchant shuffle as well that is open to us. But let's look at the disenchanting shuffle. I mean, obviously the key thing here is probably to not buy linen at peak times, but actually maybe get up early in the morning and buy it then, or late at night. So if we make, let's have a look. So we make a brown linen robe. That would be our other thing that we can make. Go to TSM there. That's telling us we've got a crafting cost of 1 silver 42. Item value itself is 1 silver 90, but we're not going to be selling that in its. So you can look there, you can see there's not much profit in actually just selling the linen bags. Obviously, this is a saturated market. We're all competing with everyone on the same server. But I digress. So let's look at this brown linen robe. So we could make one of these. I haven't actually got one on me, so I can't find its disenchant value. But if our brown linen robe, let's have a look at what that requires to make. So let's go back to our spreadsheet. So let's look at a let's just grab all of that, just move it down one, and call this linen bag shuffle. Combine those. Where's the format? Actually, no, I'm going to get carried away with formatting all my things. Okay. Brown linen robe. Disenchanting shuffle. Let's have a look at this. So again, we're going to look at the linen cloth and the coarse thread price. So we'll copy that. Total cost, yeah, we'll keep that. and then save that. We'll borrow this line, linen cloth 10, and the total cost is going to be same with the 6, but it's only going to be 1 coarse thread, so we save on that. Let's just do B10, there we go. So our total cost is 70 there. So then we need to look at the price of strange dust and the price of lesser magic essence. And so let's make one of these. I think that'll be, let us give us our next step we need there. So coarse thread, let's find a vendor. I think there is one in either in here or in the next building. I think it's this building. Your trade supplies.
You need just browsing my wares, or is there something specific I can help you find?
I would like some of your finest coarse... No, that doesn't work. Your finest coarse thread. Your coarsest coarse thread, please. Let's buy... Can we buy 10? So I've got some in stack. There we go.
Farewell.
Fantastic. Thank you, Edna. We should be back. So let's make ourselves a robe. Make 2 of those because we've only got that much linen. So let's create 1. I mean, we're really looking at the smallest of monies at the moment, but that's kind of giving us our options here. So looking at this, so a brown linen robe disenchants into 80% strange dust, 1 to 2, or 20% lesser magic essence. So it doesn't necessarily give me a really easy disenchant value. Thankfully, TSM does all these calculations for us and gives us a rough average over the course of things. So our disenchant value is 2 silver 97. So what I'll actually do is I'll just borrow, rather than doing all the calculations, I'll just type this in. Disenchant value. So disenchant value told me it was what again? 2 silver 9, so that's 297. 297. So our potential profit, now this is potential because it's average over several times. So let's just call this average profit because that's probably more indicative of what we're going for here. And so that is going to be some... Actually, I don't need to do that. I need to do just D10 minus the total cost, which is C10. So that's 2 silver profit if linen cloth was that price. Now, linen cloth wasn't that price. Linen cloth was more like, say, 25. It was closer to 30. So let's just look at it at what it would be at 30. So our average profit there is coming in at 1 silver. So time versus money investment, because obviously you've got to make the robes, you've got to disenchant them. I would still be comfortable with that, especially at this early stages. I mean, there's still a lot. It's not something I'd want to do forever, that's for sure. But let's see if we can scoop up some linen cloth and just turn this into something. Obviously, we have to sell the enchanting materials, which means we have to wait for them to sell on the auction house. And obviously, it's very, very busy here at the moment. So let's have another look. Linen cloth exact. The price has gone up to 30 copper already. Okay. Is it really worth it at this point? What's my worst case scenario? When's it become not worth my time, really? So 50 copper's out. 40 copper. That's not too bad. What was it at 30? Yeah, it starts to get quite slim. 40 copper is... You're running the risk here because you're working on the averages here. So that's not necessarily going to be worth our time on average. But we're currently... I mean, how many can I get for less than 40? I mean, it's 123 here at 35. We could possibly... Let's take... Oh dear. TSM broke. Clicked on a listing after talking for ages. I'm not sure that's that's any information, but there you go, TSM team. And let's try that again. We'll have to wait for a reload, I think. / reload. Thankfully it's nice and quick and classic. And I try and keep add-ons to a minimum as well, which is always useful. Okay, so let's just remove that for the moment. Let's look at our linen cloth. A 27 copper, yes please. I mean, hey, if you're going to go out farming for linen, it's a pretty good price, really. Especially as people are wanting to make use of this. Right, I'm going to take the... Actually, I'll use my scroll wheel macro to buy these. 28. Buy those. Just keep an eye on my money up at the top here. 3, we'll go to 30. 34, 35, stacks of 2 here. Right, we're down to 44. Now, this is getting expensive here. At 35, let's just grab a couple. 43, let's just take this down. Okay, 121 of 10. That's a fair amount there. 35 copper. It cost me 3 silver per stack. Yeah, I'll leave that as it is. I have a feeling that I'm better off waiting for the prices to drop and fluctuate and try and catch some bargains. It's a bit too competitive right now. But that's okay, we've got options. This is just the first of our vendoring and enchanting shuffles. So we got a fair amount of linen cloth there. Okay, so linen cloth then needs to be made into bolts. Now this is where you can obviously see the time. Bolts. Time investment. So 20 bolts of linen cloth. We can still skill up on this, so it's worth doing at this point anyway. We can also skill up on the brown linen robe, so we're effectively leveling up our tailoring by doing this as well. So hey, if it pays for our tailoring levels, then that's all good. At least we can just give this a go for now. Do a small number of them anyway. Then how many rows, how many coarse thread do we have left? So we've got 9 left, so we should be able to at least make 9 robes. If we have enough linen to do that, of course. Up to 6. So probably just 7 then, total. So we'll grab those 7. We'll start creating those. Create all on that. That should be good. Congrats, another level 60. And then the thing is, then our money's tied in the auction house. So we're limited slightly on what we can do. I mean, still 39 silver is really impressive at this point. At level 11. I don't know how much a greater magic wand is. Probably not much more than its vendor sell price, I would expect. I'd like to be able to make one as well. I mean, I could refunnel this money, the enchanting ingredients rather, into learning my enchanting. This brown linen robe's now yellow to us. That's all fine. We've got 56 out of 75 on there. A bunch of robes here. So let's /TSM destroy. Probably could do with making that a macro. There we go. So disenchant this lot using my scroll wheel macro. So that was just 1 strange dust. Luck wasn't with me on that one. Or that one. So this is why we do it on averages really. That's 2 strange dusts. And single one. Enchanting skills going up though, that's good. Well, that was a lesser magic essence. There we go. So we got a little bit there. Let's pop that straight on the auction house. I mean, the more expensive the linen cloth gets, the less this is really worth our while. For small gains right now, it's worth, I think, the risk at this point. So what do we have? Let's have a look at our bags. We've got 9 strange dust and 1 lesser magic essence. Okay, let's pop those straight on. I'll just do this manually actually, just see what kind of price it is. So it's currently at 4 silver 87. We last sold one for 4 silver 69, so that seems on point. Post that on. Let's do 8 hours. You know, I'm going to do 2 hours because I don't think, if it doesn't sell, then I'll reconsider my prices. Strange Dust is looking at 1 silver 18. We sold for 1 silver 23 last time. Don't quite have a full stack to make it a pretty stack, but that's fine. Oh, there we go. Our lesser magic essence has sold already. Fantastic. Let's bring this on and, oh yeah, look at that. That's just being bought as we speak. So a very active market right now. Let's check my auctions here. Strange Dust. How quickly is that actually being sold at this point? Oh, we might as well put these potions on as well, actually. Let's do that. Minor healing potion. 5 copper, super cheap. What's the vendor sell price? Oh, it's actually 5 copper. So it's not worth me actually putting it on at that price. Might as well vendor it because of the auction house fee. So that's ridiculous. I'll leave that. The light leather, however, that's got a vendor of 15 copper. So that should be the lowest we see here. 26, so yeah, that's better. Now there are vendor shuffles with leatherworking as well and things like that, so, but as I've only got one character, I'll stick with what we've got. There we go. Okay, so we'll leave those on. So that's 4 silver and another potential 90 silver coming in off that if those all sold. So there we go, there goes the light leather at 25. Total posted auctions 10 silver. Is that right? Oh, because that's for the whole ones. 1 posted auctions of 10, so it's okay. That's not 90 silver. Okay, I got carried away with them with my calculations. That was wrong. That's 10 silver for the 9, and then we've already sold 2 for the 5, so that will give us with our 39 silver we've got there 49.54 silver. So not a huge gain really when we look at things. We really need to get that linen cloth much cheaper. So, looking back at other potentials, I mean, I'm not expecting a lot here. We'll do a quick vendor search. Really not expecting anything from this. Actually, I might be able to change in the settings somewhere. Vendoring. General settings. Where is it? I remember there was something for the setting the vendor search threshold. I'll have a quick look whilst it's doing the search, but the price of me, I can't remember. Auctioning. Crafting, macros, browse, sniper. Options, no. Vendoring. No, I can't remember it. There was something somewhere that did a thing. And it was for the vendor search. I can't remember where it was, but not an issue. What have we got here at the moment? So linen bandages. That's not too bad. How many have we got that are super cheap? Let's just buy that. Because these are in stacks of 20. So that takes me there. Let's resume the scan. So that would give me 20 copper. That was more than that actually, wasn't it? Let's have a look once we get that coming back through. I need to remember what I had. 110 items, that's a lot though. Actually, I'm not going to wait for that. I'm just going to try that out. Say that for I'm too impatient tonight. I want to get on and do things. Oh look, Shadow Priest. So many people. So much activity. It's fantastic. So we'll take these bandages. So 1 silver 80, 1 silver 50 for all of those. And we should vendor those for...
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Can I browse your goods, please? I'm tempted to actually make my home here. So this is vendor sell price for the stack. So if I hold shift down, it tells me what the stack is for 20. So that's 2 silver, and we bought them for either 180 or 150. So that's definitely worth it for those 3 stacks. And there's another one there. So that gained us a little bit extra. We're up to 41 silver now. Small gains, but it's all good.
Be careful.
Now I could have waited for the rest of those 110 items to do, but I'm itching to crack on here and carry on with our adventures. So choices here. We could use some of this money and try and level up our tailoring a little bit more. I'm going to wait though, because I can vendor that actually. Because linen price is what it is, and because I'm able to make it quite a bit of money on this eventually, I'm just going to leave this as it is and go out adventuring instead. So I'm going to do a couple of things here. First is to make this in my home, so I'm going to actually position myself on the way out.
What can I do for you?
There.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Make this in my home.
Safe travel.
There we go. Now I'm facing the exit as close as possible. And whilst we're also here,
to my inn, weary traveler. What
we'll
can
just
I do
sell
for
this potion here. There we go.
Go with honor, friend.
There we go. So Stormwind's now our home. We're in a pretty good position. Look at all these wondrous people everywhere. Let's go back out to Elwynn Forest and see what we can do. So we've got red linen goods, we've got Princess Must Die, cloth and leather armour. We've done. Report to Grind Stout Mantle and Westbrook. That's over to the other side. We should really be over towards the east more than this. So I think a small jog to the east of Elwynn is in order. Take in the scenery. It's kind of tempting though just to log off now and wait until we next go back on and see what those auctions sold for, because I'd love to be able to get up to. I'd love to get up to a gold. I don't think I will with the things I've sold, obviously. But it's a nice aspirational target. That's the great thing about hardcore, is these small, at the early levels, these small things make a big difference. And that's the best thing. I haven't even bought anything or upgraded my armor yet. That's still to come as well. I haven't checked what spells I can get actually. We could have done with doing that. But we'll enjoy the stroll. We'll head back over to the Eastvale logging camp and hand in those couple of quests. At least we'll get a little bit of XP that way. And we get to enjoy Elwynn Forest. It's such a peaceful place. If it wasn't for the murlocs and the bandits and the wolves. A buff. And give you a buff. And give you a buff. Oh, can't click on you. Just got you in the end. Already got one. Fly-by buffs for everyone. Oh, there goes a cat. Must be someone's pet. No, oh no, it wasn't someone's pet. It was actually a night elf druid. Level 31. Wow, fantastic. I wonder if they're doing herbalism. I just have this feeling. I mean, hey, if I was a cat and running around Elwynn Forest, that's probably what I'd be doing. Chasing after that catnip. It's good that there's lots of guards on the path as well, just to keep me safe. But that's the kind of theme I'm finding with a lot of these quests at the moment. It's very much that, you know, guards are thin on the ground, and we need to help out. There goes a griffin, and there goes a flying gnome. Already level 10. You don't have a buff. Now you do. Of course, we need to go even further, actually. Oh, I wonder if I could tackle that Princess Must Die quest. That's around here. No, it's over here, Brackwell Pumpkin Patch. A little bit further to go. Oh, who knew that it was so far to run all the way from Stormwinds to Eastvale Logging Camp. But it'll be worth it, just to hand those quests in. We get some fancy clothes as well, I think. So the thing with the Princess Must Die quest is, obviously it's you've got Princess plus Princess's entourage. And there's bandits around as well. So it's whether, I don't know what level Princess is, whether it's something I can actually do at this point. Maybe it's worth a little investigation. Well, there's corpses around. That's never a good sign. There's someone, a human warrior. You're level 11, so I'm level 11, so maybe we're okay. Just don't know what level Princess is. Or if, well, there's lots of bandits around as well. So the bandits are level 8. There's 2 in the entourage. That could be troublesome. So level 7, the entourage, and Princess yourself. Who just disappeared. Look, so Princess yourself, you are level 9. Level 9 with 2 things, and I've got no real crowd control abilities. I think that's a risk at this point. I'm going to wait until I'm a little bit better. Or stronger, shall we say. Just clear out these whilst I'm here. Out of range. I mean, if Princess was green, maybe I'd consider it. The thing you've got to consider is multiple mobs at this level, or any level in fact, is dangerous. And the whole point of hardcore is to remain a little bit more cautious. So we'll leave Princess for now. So there's people looking out for Hogger at the moment. We could group up with people. That's obviously a thing. Oh, we've got a quest here. Go have a look. Guard Thomas, what say you?
The Stormwind army has placed a bounty on Murloc lurkers and foragers in Elwynn. Slaughter them and bring me their torn Murloc fins, and the Stormwind army will reward you well. The Murlocs have built a village at Stone Cairn Lake north of here, and another to the south where the stream forks.
Okay, torn Murloc fins. Murlocs are dangerous. We'll accept it. I accept your challenge. We have to be careful with Murlocs, because they're fast and they're deadly. And Eastvale Logging Camp, a couple of quests to hand in. We should be in a good position after that. Right, okay, Sarah Timberlane. Journeyman Taylor's here as well.
King's honor, friend.
Cloth and leather armour.
Light bless you.
I've been commissioned by the Stormwind Army to supply the people with cloth and leather armour. If you have a marker for me, then I'd happily make you something. Here's the marker.
Ah, thank you for the marker. Please feel free to pick your choice of armor. Luck to you, brave adventurer, and may this armor serve you well.
Right, okay, so, well, I've actually made myself a robe that's better than this one. So I'm going to look at the vendor sell price of these, and the patched pants are worth more, so I'll grab those.
Light bless you.
Running low on linen, did I have any more? I do indeed. Here's the bandanas.
These are nice bandanas, if a little rough. Here you are.
Okay, so red linen shirt, cosmetic more than anything else, and a red linen sash is actually a little bit more armor. So much as I love the red linen shirt, I'm going to go with the red linen sash instead. Oh, I'll get both of them actually.
Go with honor.
No problem. Well, let's pop on the shirt. Do we actually even see it? Just zoom in a little bit here. I don't think we do because of our robe. But, oh, there we go. We just see it on the collar. Very fancy. And there's a lovely red belt as well. Oh, he looks so handsome, Samadan. Let me just check my journeyman tailor friend here.
I'm a simple man who knows a few things about tailoring, but you need more assistance than I can provide. I have heard of a night elf who is quite an accomplished tailor. He resides in Stormwind in the Magic District.
Okay, so I'm not quite there yet. But we can learn some things. Red linen shirt, so we can actually make that. That's good. Heavy linen gloves, white linen robe, brown linen pants. There could be options here. I mean, obviously, eventually I'd like to learn all of these. Bolted woolen cloth is here, woolen cape. Brown linen pants could be... Vendor sell price is 60 copper, white linen robe. I mean, these could be more. So that got a disenchant value, 2 silver, 97. Vendors for 29. And the shirts, the dress, that's more cosmetic. Reinforced linen cape. I'm not sure we're quite there. This has got disenchant value, stamina and spirit. Barrack linen vest requires level 9. I mean, there's some good stuff here. I need to be 70 for that. I mean, this is stuff I can make myself, and I would have a good upgrade in stats. This is definitely something to work towards.
Safe travels.
Worth considering at this point, certainly. Okay, so I think we'll leave it there for now. We've made some good progress. We checked out the vendor shuffle and the disenchanting shuffles. We've got some things on the auction house. I would be tempted to go and hearth back now, but I think what I will do in my next adventure is head up towards the Murloc, see if we can complete that before then heading back to Stormwind and checking in on our trades and things there. But with your nice red trim and your red belt, Samadan, matching your hair beautifully, we shall say goodbye for now. Until next time, happy gold making, stay safe, see you very soon.